mistakes Goodluck Jonathan made that is costing PDP to date. I think it will be interesting and educative as intellectuals, professionals, learners, groups, etc. to make known the mistakes of former President Goodluck Jonathan that is costing the People's Democratic Party PDP to date. Evidenced in the random sacking of PDP governors, senators, and other lawmakers in recent times by various election tribunals. It would be recalled that Jonathan allowed some PDP governors lose their state to APC. A case study is Osun, something that an APC-led president wouldn't have allowed. Being a president of the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, affords one more opportunities like being the leader of the party and having a major say in its activities. Political analysts believe that Jonathan did not maximize this opportunity to his political benefit, something Buhari wouldn't do. This is evidenced in how he uses his influence to alter election tribunal results and the likes. Instead, he allegedly stayed almost aloof in some cases and only took actions where he feared that some forces were going against his command, most as advised by some of his friends. Jonathan's tenure witnessed as many as 5 national chairmen of the PDP and several crises that rocked the party in almost all the states where the PDP was the party in power. At the point of his emergence as the substantive president of the country following the Senate's doctrine of necessity, Okwesileze Nwodo was the party's chairman. He was sent out following a crisis that threatened to tear the umbrella, the symbol of the party. Aliru Mohammed, his deputy, then ascended the throne. After Mohammed was appointed a minister in Jonathan's cabinet following the president's victory at the election, Kawu Baraje was appointed still in acting capacity. Baraje remained till, through Jonathan's assistance, Bamanga Tukur took over as the party's national chairman. To say Tukur's tenure was hell for the party could just be stating the obvious. He had an endless quarrel with the National Working Committee of the party, some top party members and even governors from the party. On the 31st August 2013, 7 governors, Murtala Nyako from Adamawa State, Sule Lamido of Jigawa State, Rabiu Kwakwanso of Kano State, Abdul Fattah Ahmed of Kwara State, Muzoa Babangida Aliyu of Niger State, Chibike Amechi of Rivers State, and Aliyu Bagatakada Wamako of Sokoto State, openly dumped the party by walking out of a mini convention with 22 senators and 57 members of House Representatives from party and led by former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. They formed the new PDP with Alhaji Abubakar Kawu Baraje as its chairman. President Goodluck also failed to take the activities of Professor Jega and many other ministers into consideration. He so trusted them that he overlooked things they did even when people told him Jega has been compromised, even when it was clear that there were underage voters registration. When they start complain about delay and missing PVCs, the president never responded to decisive problem of so much trust and strictness. Buhari would never allow anything of such. An instance is when Buhari and APC chieftains sensed that Onohe has been compromised, he was removed immediately. This wouldn't happen under Jonathan. Now Buhari-led APC governments are sacking PDP governors at random. Latest of such is the sacking of Ihedioha of Imo State, using their influence as a ruling party, something Goodluck Ebele Jonathan failed to do during his time as president. Wow. This article is written by Sonya Oluwa Sheung Isaac. So guys, these are the observations of this writer. He made mention of few things, and I'm sure a lot of people might want to see this whole thing from a different angle. But some of the comments we have, some of the submission of people, some people do not agree with this writer, some people agree with the writer, some believe that, oh, there are other mistakes that even Jonathan made, apart from the one, being written by this writer, and let's hear what people are saying concerning all of those things. Because as we speak now, whether you believe it or not, those policy, those actions being taken then are the things that we are experiencing or that we are paying for in one way or the other. They might be good and they might be the opposite. But let's hear what people are saying before we hear you guys say what you think about the whole thing. And someone say Nigerians comment based on the divide they belong to. Where it favors PDP, judiciary is the hope of common man. Where it goes against them, the same judiciary has been compromised. Funny PDP 388 polling units where Uzodinma won overwhelmingly were excluded by INEC. No reason was given by that action. We as Nigerians should live above sentiments. That is the only sure way to a happy society. I think that's somebody's belief here. And someone said, I don't think we can ever enjoy the happy society you asked us to look forward to. Another someone said, now this writer is trying to rewrite history. That Jega was compromised. So the writer is suggesting that Jega, who ran a transparent election, should have been removed and replaced by someone who would have ensured a PDP victory at the polls. This is not right at all. Fast forward these days, so the courts were right in all the cases that it upheld PDP victories or overturned APC victories and ruled in favor of PDP. But when the same court ruling favored APC, it is seen as fraudulent. Well, what a country and what a people. The case of Imo election was really not in a difficult case at all. How do you target one party and its candidate by rejecting or cancelling votes in the polling unit where he or she is strong and clearly favored to win? 388 polling units all rejected, and these votes targeting one person, and people are saying the court performed magic. It would have been magic if the court had upheld the election in spite of this dubious act. And that is another person's point of view from this whole thing. But about you guys, just like I said, a lot of people are seeing this whole thing from a different angle. And some, like somebody said, it depends on the divide that you are. If you are in the on the side of the ruling party or the government of the day, everything they do will be okay. If you are on the other side, everything that the present government will be doing, it's not going to just be appealing to you. So that is just where we have found ourselves, and we need to really rise above sentiments. And do you think it's going to be so easy to rise above sentiments? Because the kind of politics that is being played now, politics of bitterness, and they will tell you that there's no permanent friend and enemy. It's only permanent interest that they all know. All of these people that they are talking about, once the tide changes again, you will see them moving to another party. Just watch and see what will happen in Imo State. Just as a PDP has been given or APC is now going to take over. You will see that majority of the people in PDP now, you will start seeing them defecting back to APC. That is the kind of policies we are playing here. And someone says this person is an APC stalwart. Period. Jega was compromised, and the nail is Buhari is a tribal leader and not a national leader, a nepotic leader who has turned one Nigeria to one half Nigeria and Hausa Fulani Nigeria. But time shall tell. He is not God. But the question is that, just like somebody said, it depends on where you belong to. Look at what happened during the Goodluck Jonathan's time. Look at what happened now. And look at what happened even before Jonathan and the rest of them. You see that these people are the same. They are just moving around circles. Like, if you just continue to support all these politicians or defending them, they are all the same. You will talk about this one. The same majority of the people that worked for Goodluck Jonathan, working for this same government. But when they were with them, you can imagine Akpabio saying, oh, he was campaigning for Goodluck Jonathan, but his mind was with Buhari. You can imagine that statement when he defected. If you want to defect, you defect. Okay, I'm done with this party. I just want to come and see what is happening in this party. But not that you say your mind was with somebody and you were campaigning for another person. How do you justify that? And you expect people again to just move, in their numbers and follow you to another party. So that is just what they are playing. You can imagine the same thing too. You talk about some of them all over. It's all over the place. You can't just predict these people. The question that the masses are not asking themselves, like I always say, what is your own interest? What is your interest in all of this? Is how is your own interest being met as far as the country is concerned? It's not by, oh, good luck there, make mistake, oh, this one made mistake, and all of that. The ones that are in government now, they criticize the past government that they did this, they did something wrong. Now they are there now. What are they doing differently? It's even worse. So what are we talking about? So, and some people are of the opinion that, how are we sure that even in this, when we even get another government, that it will not even be worse than what we are seeing now? Then, because we are supposed to be moving forward. But when we look back, we will not say that what we were complaining about, what we were rejecting in the past, that we thought maybe it was even the bad or it was even the worst, you will not be referring to that thing, that, that thing, that thing is good, which at that time it was really, really bad. We are supposed to be saying, oh, we thank God for where we are, we appreciate where we are, we have moved forward. But it's like we are retrogressing. When you are looking back and you are seeing what you have done in the past is better than what is happening at the present, it doesn't make sense. And how do you move forward in that kind of environment? So the writer said some mistakes, and he listed the mistakes that Jonathan made, and that this present government is using that opportunity and all of that. But this government said they are coming to rewrite the wrongs, to do some changes. But now it's like they have learned the usual things that have been happening. They are now modified on it, and which is now confusing everybody. That is my opinion. So guys, let's hear your own take. Leave your comments below and let's learn from you. Thank you very much. Bye.